Hey, my fellow Americans, how you doing? This has certainly been a stress-free election, hasn't it? You know, in times like this, I like to escape with this week's comic books, and I picked up a bunch for this week from Marvel and one from IDW. They are brought to you by my comic book. You can buy my series, which I write and create, Red Knight. It's at manospublishing.com and print and digital. Pick it up there. But first, before you do that, I'm going to tell you about these comics I read. Now, this week I picked up X-Men number 14, Captain Marvel number 23, Miles Morales Spider-Man, jumping out of my hands there, 20, Amazing Spider-Man 51 RLR, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Jennika II number 1. Let's get started with, I'll just start at the top here. Just go at random here. Number 14 of X-Men, and that's by it's Jonathan Hickman, and I believe it's my dude Aspar and Lewin Francis Yu. And Yu is going to be leaving the book soon. I'm not sure if this is his last issue or not. It focuses mainly on Apocalypse and Genesis, and it kind of fills in the backstory of the relationship, which of course in turn fills in the backstory of this struggle that is the X of Swords story arc, and it focuses just on them. It's mostly her telling him about the shared history and what's been going on with and without him, mostly without him. And it's done in what I think has kind of just been the norm for a lot of backstory issues, I think, for the X-Men issues with Jonathan Hickman, in these kind of cool 3-panel pages, which I'll be honest, I kind of like. I like the way that's kind of laid out. Not too much, except for that there's a little bit of relationship and character stuff as well, set up for the rest of the series. I would definitely say it is a chapter in this ongoing story arc. I think it's an interesting read in and of itself. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 Ram Chips. Not too bad. Back over here at Captain Marvel number 23. This is from Kelly Thompson and Lee Garbett. Now we're picking up with the End storyline, which I think is called The New World. And long story short, Carol got accidentally shot to the future where everything has gone haywire. The children of the Marvel heroes are kind of fighting to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. And she had just recently been by, her past self has shown up and actually died sacrificing herself, reigniting the sun, saving this world. And now present-day Carol gets shot into the present. So she's been kind of like trying to figure things out and actually catching up pretty quickly. She's actually already started to lead. According pretty much to these people, she just left and died like not long ago. So we get a little bit of the backstory on what exactly happened, which we didn't get so much in the End one-shot and the previous issue. So we get some much needed fill-in for what happened. Excuse me. I live in Norfolk, which is the home of apparently the loudest motorcycles in the universe. So, all right, we get more, and we get more of, you know, her past self saving the world. Then we get to kind of the struggle right here, all the way to New Atlantis, a new community, which may or may not be, this may or may not be the Namor we know. And he might be behind some of the problems that they've been occurring, or at least they're more factoring with. So yeah, this has been. I'm not the biggest post-apocalyptic, in the future kind of like fan of these kind of stories. I guess my favorite in comics is Featuring Perfect, the Hulk one. And this actually is starting to remind me of that. I'm kind of digging it so far. I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 Ram Chips. The art's gorgeous, by the way. Lee Garbet's doing an amazing job. So, really nice. Now we go back to the present, and it's Miles Morales' Spider-Man. And that's by Saladin Ahmed and Marcello Ferreira. And, okay, all hell's broken loose. Ultimatum and the Goblin has launched and turned a whole bunch of people in Brooklyn into goblin monsters for their army of atomic supermen to take over the world. Okay, so, hey, Miles and Prowler, Uncle Prowler, are fighting them. All gets lost until, like, his dad shows up to help, and then Captain America shows up to help. They're just, and then, of course, let's see what we got here. Bombshell and Starling. I'm not too familiar with Bombshell, but Starling is a much-needed hand. And very cool stuff. I'm going to... It looks like the day is almost saved at the end until Ultimatum shows up to, I guess, give them an ultimatum. I don't know. But looks like we're reaching the end of the storyline. It's very cool. Fights... Saladin and this book has been putting together some really good fight scenes, action sequences, and this is no slouch. Really nice. I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 Ram Chips. A lot of fun, fast-paced action, and I really dig the relationship between Miles and Captain America. They're both Brooklyn guys, and because of Secret Empire, there was some tension in their relationship, and I think that's it's been kind of like being cured. I don't want to say cured. It's being healed lately. So yeah, this is really nice stuff. Okay, now to the other Spider-Man. Oh, that guy, Peter Parker. This is issue 51 LR, and I might be complaining about this for every LR. It's unnecessary. Just call it issue 52 if you're going to do it. Most of these LRs are not like extra material. Some of them like stand up as a chapter in the story, and we really don't need, this, difference right here. This is an exception to that. Actually, to be honest, I'm going to say this is Nick Spencer and Matthew Rosenberg. Federico Vincentini is doing the art. First off, about the art, Vincentini's art is really nice. I've complimented before on this title, and he's been going back and forth on the art teams. Because essentially there's like 15,000 Amazing Spider-Man issues a month, so, we need more than one artist. And he's been one of the main artists I've been seeing, and his stuff is really gorgeous. It's really been popping. He does really nice character stuff. His page layouts are really nice. And, it's no different here. It's really cool. Because mainly what's going on is all hell's breaking loose with the possessed Spider family, and they're tearing through. New York seems to be having trouble figuring out what their deal is. The New Warriors jump in to slow them down. Mary Jane gets picked up by Norman Osborn of people while traveling back, and Doctor Strange and Black Cat have a quick meeting. Now, where's Peter Parker in all this? He's kind of busy. Sin Eater, by the way, he has apparently not been dragged to hell. He is still alive. He is normal human Sin Eater. So, holy crap, what are we going to do with that psychopath and his army? So, yeah, and then we get one big reveal. I'm going to reveal this. I usually don't like revealing too many big... Actually, I've been kind of doing that here. So, I'll do one more. Moreland shows up. That vampire guy who can only eat spider people, which is that sucks for him, because that's a really specific diet. This was okay. The art was really nice. I really thought the artwork was gorgeous here. There's really not much here that couldn't have been stuffed into another issue of this. I don't usually like to use the term filler, and I think that gets thrown around way too much, and way too much specifically for one-issue stories. That kind of bugs me. This does feel like filler. I don't know if we really needed this issue, which is a big, unfortunate thing. I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 Ram Chips, mostly due to the art, and it's not poorly written. It's nicely handled, but it's pretty unnecessary. I feel like I could skip this one, which is something I don't like to say. All right, now, one more thing. We got over to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is Jennika. Jennika? Is it Jennika or Jennika? I need to hear it said out loud. Number 2. I didn't know this miniseries was coming. It was actually in my poll. I was like, whoa, what the hell? I didn't get any advance word in this. I'm guessing because COVID postponed a lot of things, like their planned sequel miniseries. It was all in the can. Everything was all set. So here we go. And this is an interesting story. This is, by the way, let's see, Bromheld Ravel doing the art and the story, actually. And, of course, we got the usual political problems with the Mutant Town situation in New York. It's getting a little more intense. Add to that, there is a problem. There's a new problem. There are mutants that are becoming more monstrous, and even towards the other mutants, they're kind of losing their minds and becoming more animalistic and beast-like. She takes out. Jennika takes out to one of them, this hyena guy, and he's reduced back to normal. And then she finds these kind of pills on him, and he goes, "Okay, that's probably it. I know what that's about." Finds another one, this big toad guy. When she finds, I forgot the name of this bad guy that was in a previous miniseries, Ivan, the bad guy who looks like a vampire. That worked out for him, I think. That's a good advantage. That was a lucky one. Like, hey, I just look more cool. All right. He's like denying it. He says he has nothing to do with this. And then this bug guy comes up. So, hey, that's a problem. What's going on with this? And of course, it's making the whole situation worse. The art's pretty good. I still think Ravel makes the Ninja Turtles a little bit too skinny, but other than that, I love the fast-paced art. And the choice of going with a lighter color scheme is interesting. I dig this quite a bit. So I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 Ram chips. Not too shabby. So, hey, those are the books I picked up this week. I thought they were mostly pretty good. There were a couple of weaker ones this week. It was a small week, I thought. I picked up 5 books, but still kind of blew through these pretty quickly. What did you pick up this week? Do you like any of these books? What's your favorite? And let me know in the comments below. Hey, any comments that I think are interesting, I'll see if I can mention in the next comic review video. So hey, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't forget, Red Knight is available in print and digital. So, I almost got through the video. I've been fighting that sneeze since the Spider-Man reveal. Alright, so, hey, don't forget to check out Real Manos on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and don't forget you can support this channel and Manos Publishing for just $1 a month at Patreon. I think that's it, so we'll see you next week, and I have a Avatar review coming up in a couple days, so look for that. Alright, push the button, let's see.